Hey, it was a dark and stormy night here in Florida. You know, they say Florida's the sunshine state, but we get 54 inches of rain a year. So if you hear a little bit of thunder today, well, that's just normal. All right, so on today's show, here at Bourbon Bill's Pirate Bar, we're going to make some moonshine Bailey's Irish cream. You know, this is the luck of the Irish here, but I tell you what, it is delicious, and you can try it in your coffee or try it in your recipes, and it is fantastic. Stay to the end because we have some new surprises in the show today, but take a moment, go ahead and hit that subscribe, like, and hit that notify bell so you're the first to know when we upload new content to this show. So let's get started. Hey, welcome back. Did you hit that subscribe button while we were away? A little bit about Bourbon Bill's Pirate Bar here. This is a place where the drinks are wild and the tall tales are even wilder because we believe that a drink is not just a drink, it's an adventure. So welcome aboard. Let's get this party started and talk about this delicious Bailey's Irish cream using moonshine. Now, legend has it that a leprechaun and a cow walked into a bar. Let's forget that. Let's just get right to it. Now, the first thing we're going to need is just a large mixing bowl because there's a lot of ingredients, and instead of trying to do it into a mason jar, which you could do, it's just a little easier, and that'll become very clear very quick. So we're going to start off with our moonshine. And now, if you haven't had a chance, at the end of this video, check out our video on our moonshine apple pie. It is absolutely the best moonshine apple pie you'll ever taste. So give that a check. So we're going to start off with our moonshine. Now, not everybody has access to a local shiner, okay? And that's okay. Like I mentioned, our moonshine apple pie, we actually used Everclear 151. Or if you're more of a purist, you can use Jameson to make your Bailey's Irish cream. So, but today we're going to put 1 cup moonshine right in that little mixing bowl. Now I use a mixing bowl that has a little pourer on it, so that'll make it easier to pour into the jar later. All right. So the next thing we need is a cup of heavy whipping cream. We're just using Publix brand because they do a good job. All right, so we just add in 1 cup of that. And that's really what gives it the body in here. Okay. Throw that right in there. Now the next ingredient is sweetened condensed milk, or condensed sweetened milk, whatever you want to call it. We're using Eagle brand today. Now, you're going to need a spoon for this because even though it's just milk and sugar, you'll see that it's really, really thick. Okay, but that's not a problem. The alcohol will actually cut it down, and we'll just use a spoon and just get all of that syrupy deliciousness right in the mix. Like I said, it's a little sticky going in, but it'll definitely whisk up real easy very shortly. All right, the next thing we're going to add in is just add a little complexity to the mix. We're going to use Hershey's chocolate syrup, and we're going to use 3 good size spoonfuls of that. Right there. You might want to let that come up to room temperature a little bit if you keep yours in the fridge like we do. Now the next ingredient might sound a little different, but a lot of people put Bailey's in their coffee. But I gotta warn you, you put too much of this stuff in your coffee, you might not remember lunch, so make sure you enjoy it responsibly. Today we're using Cafe Bustelo Instant Espresso. And we need a tablespoon of that as well. And that'll dissolve when we whisk it all together. Put that right in there. And last but not least, we're going to use some pure vanilla extract. And just a teaspoon of that will do the job. Now you want to make sure you stay to the end. We have a new segment on the show today, and we want to introduce it to you. I mean, most of you are used to the dad joke, bad joke. Well, we have a little surprise for that. You know what? Now would be a good time. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome to the Pirate Joke of the Day segment of the show. You might be used to the old bad joke, dad joke. Well, here at Bourbon Bill's Pirate Bar, we're always trying to elevate the experience. So here's the Pirate Joke of the Day. What's a pirate's favorite music genre? R&B. Now back to the show. Welcome back. Now, the only thing that really remains is just whisking this all up together. Now, even though it's a large bowl, you can, some people say put it in a blender, you know, and I've seen other recipes saying that might curdle the milk. Just whisk it. It's real simple. You'll feel it's pretty thick at the beginning, but then as that condensed milk starts loosening up, you'll feel, you know, about how much you need to do. And that was about it. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is put away the whisk and get ourselves a mason jar. Now, mason jars are common. It kind of adds to the whole moonshine experience, but there's two kinds of lids. Most of you are pretty familiar with grandma's two-piece lids. I actually prefer the single lid with the white food liner in it, and because these make such fantastic gifts that, you know, it makes a little better presentation when you present it to somebody. Put a little ribbon around it, or raffia, or whatever, a tag, gift tag, and it's great to just go right in the fridge. So we just take that big bowl and we just pour that deliciousness right in. Almost looks like chocolate milk. Yeah, but don't give this to your kids. Alrighty. Pour that all in. And we just screw on the top. Now, this will actually hold up in your fridge for a couple of months. The moonshine that's in it, you know, depending on what grade of alcohol you put in it, if you put it in with Jameson Irish whiskey, you're going to get about half of what the actual proof is, so it'll be about 40 proof. And if you put in something a little bit higher, just kind of think of whatever if it is at 151, it's probably going to come down to about 50 proof. So just do that, and when you keep it in the fridge, when you take it out, as always, depending on how long you keep it, and honestly, if you have it in your morning coffee a few mornings a week, no harm, no foul, and it'll go pretty quickly. But like anything that's a food product, just taste it before you serve it out, and you can just give it a good shake because there will be some settling in it. But I'm going to go ahead and enjoy a little bit right now. We have our Bourbon Bill's Pirate Bar Skull shot glasses right here. This is great like it is, or over on the rocks, or again in your coffee. And we'll just pour that right in and look at that golden creamy deliciousness. Well, the smell is so good. I mean, I'm telling you, it's fantastic. It's so good that it'll make you want to sing. Now, they tell me at church that I should sing tenor 12 miles out to sea. But I'll tell you, this is great, and I'm going to have some of this right now, and I want to make sure that you check out our other videos because this is just as much your channel as it is ours. We really welcome those comments down below. And if you have any suggestions for the show to make it even better, we want to hear from you. Well, that's it for today. May you have following seas, full sails, and all your rum be spiced. Cheers.